Hey guys, this is Ryan Woods, aka Lady Maga USA. And obviously, y'all know I've been dealing with a whole lot. And so I thought I would just do a live Facebook video. And if you want to share this video, this is what's going on. I have so much on my plate right now that I don't even know where to begin. But I have regrouped and pulled myself together and I'm ready to move forward. So in this live video, this is what I'm going to talk about. I took a few notes, okay? Update on my life and Delta Airlines, my depression and suicidal feelings that I'm working through, my apologies for not keeping up with my podcast for the last 2 weeks, how I am moving forward, what I plan to do, how you can help me continue my America First stuff. Oh my gosh, yeah, you saw me on the BBC. Okay, you guys, if I neglect your comments, it's because I made a whole list of things I have to talk about. And hopefully anybody who wants to know what's like really going on is going to watch this video. So update on my projects in Utah, updates on what I plan on doing. And so anyway, let's just dive in. I made my little list. Hello, Tenacity, Darren, Ashley, Sandy. I'm so glad you guys are here. So here is my update. So number one, Delta Airlines. You all know that Delta Airlines fired me for my social media posts. Although they haven't officially said that's the reason I'm fired, in the documents they gave me, it says you are fired because of the reasons we discussed on January 7th. Well, what they discussed was my social media. Clearly, they do not enforce their social media policies equally, and I was targeted for being an LGBT drag queen Trump supporter, and I was harassed by fellow flight attendants, but I don't know who exactly reported me. Anyway, long story short, I am not giving up on this fight. A lot of people are saying, oh, you're a grifter, you're just trying to get money, you were fired for sick calls or something. No, I was not. I'm not stupid enough to go public with what happened to me at Delta Airlines without having complete and total proof and backup of everything I'm going to say. So, I'm in the process of looking for a legal team. I have a few options right now, which is very exciting. Some good people have offered to help me out, but of course it's going to cost money. And there's a lot of, unknowns right now. It's like I am David, Delta is Goliath, so we're just going to try to move forward. But anyway, I am moving forward. I will not shut up and take it. I am standing up against cancel culture. They cancel Dr. Seuss. They cancel Pepe Le Pew from like Looney Tunes or whatever. Like loony is the word that we will stick with. So anyway, I am fighting Delta. Not sure exactly what kind of a path this is going to take, but trust me, girl, you know Lady Maga. She is not going to shut up and just take it. So Savannah, hello. Matthew, hello. Becky. So let's move on. Okay, suicidal feelings. I have been very open on my podcast, the Happy Today podcast with Lady Maga USA, about my history of suicidality and struggles with all of that. I feel that there is a stigma on those sorts of struggles, so I'm open about it. Have I been feeling suicidal? Have I been having terrible days where I feel like I can't even move or breathe? Yes, but my brother, God bless him, the other day he spoke with me after a terrible to recognize that life is not worth living without a fight for what is right, and you have so many people who love you, and you have established your reputation as a fighter and a patriot. So it's like, yeah. I remember a Golden Girls episode where Dorothy told Blanche, she was like, you got friends who love you, you got a few bucks in the bank, you got your health, so shut up. And Blanche was like, she's right. So that's kind of how I feel now. I've just accepted because the reason I was really sinking into depression and hopelessness is because Delta Airlines has been my rock. I've been a flight attendant for 8 years. I loved my career. I loved my passengers. That was my 401k. That was my, health insurance. That was my idea for the future. And I was able to do Lady Maga USA and everything else I do for free because I had that steady income. Well, now I'm like, DoorDash? Uber? Who knows what I'm going to do? But I will figure it out. And I no longer live in fear because Delta Airlines has gone full on woke. They gave us Black Lives Matter pins to wear above our wings. And yet I'm a terrorist for taking pictures with guns. Like, do I really want to work for a global corporation that is beholden to China and Biden and all of the rest? No. So I've been thinking about the song, Just Around the River Bend, Pocahontas. She was like, should I choose the smoothest course, steady as the beating drum? And then she's like, no, I'm not going to take the smoothest course. I'm not just going to shut up and be a flight attendant because I get great flight benefits and 401k and steady income. I'm going to choose the path that's crazy along that river because I will not be silenced and I will not ever, ever cave to the leftist mob just because it's secure. So have I lost all my security? Yes, totally. I'm living in a place of the unknown. If you go to my website, ladymagausa.com, you can read my latest blog, and it's about Frozen and Frozen 2 and how those songs are getting me through this time. Okay, so that's an update. Again, I apologize for not doing my podcast for 2 weeks. It's been a crazy 2 weeks. We're going to get back on track. So you guys, before I ask for your help, I want to tell you what I plan to do with your help, okay? Number one, on social media, one post on Twitter or one post on Facebook or a YouTube video can end up with hundreds of comments. Now, it might seem meaningless to spend my time responding to those comments or liking those comments, but that is our battle. We are in a digital generation, and we have to fight within the tools that we have, and right now it is social media. So today, I just hopped on Twitter and went through like 171 comments on one tweet, and then of course within those comments, there's like 10 replies. So I stand up for truth, I stick up for conservatives, and I get the truth out there. So I do that for free. Like, I spend my time on social media fighting for America. Is it fun? No, it's not. It's work. It's a battle. It's a war. It's a mission. So I do that. So that's one thing I pledged, to keep fighting on social media. And I created a new Instagram account, Lady Maga USA 2.0, because they disabled my other account, but I'm going to continue the fight. So it takes time to be an influencer and a presence on social media, and so I pledge to do that. Okay, so posting and editing content, whether it's a photo or video, takes time. You got to sort through all your photos. And if I edit a video, for example, my walkaway video or my Happy Today music video, or videos about radical LGBTQIA++ radicalism, one video can take up to 8 to 12 hours, if not 2 full days, because you got to go through. You got to go through all your footage. You got to Google the images that make sense. You got to add your subtitles. You got to lay it out. You got to write your script. So when you see a video from me, it's not just like, oh, he just posted a little video, whatever. No, that was hours and hours and hours of work. And again, I've done this for free up until now. So I'm currently working on videos that are consuming my life. Obviously, I'm fighting Delta Airlines. Obviously, I'm clapping back at all the people who are telling lies about me and all that kind of stuff, including conservatives who hate me, like the ones 2 rallies ago in Washington, D.C. There was a big group of Nick Fuentes and his groypers who chanted shame at me with their megaphones. So, I get a lot of hate from the left, and sometimes I get hate from the right, that 5% who are total idiots, who reject my contributions to this movement. So anyway, long story short, you get the idea. Editing a video takes hours. Okay, so there's that. I do my podcast once a week. That's setting up a guest, that's setting up the equipment, that's making the appointment, that's recording the podcast, that's polishing the podcast, sending it to my friend who helps me with the podcast, and then posting it. And you'd be surprised how quickly every week passes and how many people you have to go through to find somebody willing to talk on a podcast. So there's that, okay? As you guys know, I am president of Log Cabin Republicans Utah. Log Cabin Republicans is an amazing LGBT organization, but we are not paid to do what we do. So the more free time I can create, the more I can go to the legislature, like I did, and protest biological men ruining women's sports. Or, for example, House Bill 92. I made videos about it, took me hours, posted those videos, networked with other conservatives, went to the Capitol, testified, and the Rhino Republicans in Utah still didn't even get House Bill 92 out of the Rules Committee. Why? Because Equality Utah and the LGBT Pride Center and all of the radical leftists in Utah intimidate all conservatives. So if I'm going to engage in that battle and have a day off to go to the Capitol, to collect testimonials, to make videos, I have to have the time to do that. So we're getting to the point. I just joined another podcast. I'm not paid. And twice a month, I got to go on there, have a coherent, articulate podcast about the issues, educate myself, prepare for the podcast, and that'll be twice a month. So I got my podcast, I got that podcast, I got Log Cabin Republicans, I got videos, I've got social media responses, and let's not even talk about my email that has 3,000, I think it was like 3,400 emails in my inbox. How the hell am I supposed to respond to that unless I have the time to do that? So we're getting to the point. I also organize local events. Once a month, we do our Let's Get Together event, which gathers dozens of patriots. We have a guest speaker. We bring them in. They teach us how to get involved in local politics. We educate one another on the issues, the legislation going on in Utah, and obviously that takes a lot of time. Not to mention the fact that a lot of this stuff, I show up as Lady MAGA USA. Brush the wig, fix the costume, 2.5 hours of makeup, get ready. And just really quick, I want to clarify, and by the way, thank you guys for watching. I truly appreciate you. Kelly, I love you. People have the impression that like, oh, Lady MAGA USA is paid. If you see me dressed up in a costume at an event, that means they're paying me. Nope, 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 nope. I am over 10 grand in debt because of the travel, the Ubers, the hotels, the food, the everything, the equipment, all of it. And I do not spend money on my drag, okay? I will spend like, $50 on a wig, $25 on a wig. I fix them up. All of my Lady MAGA USA outfits come from thrift stores. I don't have like a seamstress. I've had a couple outfits made, but they gave me a major discount. So I do not waste money on makeup and all that stuff. I use basic cosmetics and a few items that are expensive, like my fixing spray is about $30 a bottle, and that lasts me for like 2 months, blah, blah, blah. So I don't want you to think that I'm wasting money on drag, because that is not my priority. I do drag in order to shake things up and get the movement going. So if you guys want to go to my website, ladymagausa.com, I'm in the process of refining the website, which takes a lot of time, and I'm not an expert, but I've got a blog on there. There are 2 blogs. Okay, I'm going to be writing articles for the website, like legit articles, like researched articles, because my background is in journalism. So I plan on really contributing to this website. And that basically leads me to collaborating with other conservatives. I have some really exciting projects in the works with some other big influencers. And of course that takes time, that takes planning, I wrote another song and we're gonna release it, and the song is all about America and make America great again. So it's like a crazy big project. And then if we make a music video, that's going to take us days and hours and backup dancers. So what I'm saying is, if you go to my website and you go to the part where it says donate, then it says $10 a month, subscribe. If you subscribe and you donate $10 a month, if I get enough people to sign up for $10 a month through my website, then I can cover my basic expenses. Y'all, I don't have a lot of expenses. I live in like a super like old apartment that's $800 a month. Dennis, hello Lady Maga, thank you for all your work. Okay, I love you guys. But like I said, I might ignore the comments because I gotta get through this. So, I live in an apartment that's $800 a month, okay? Very frugal, very old. Half the time the heating and air conditioning doesn't work. I don't care. I live on a budget. Number two, all of my clothes come from thrift stores. I shop at thrift stores, okay? I don't buy clothes. I don't care about fashion. I don't care about name brands. None of that. Number three, I get 90% of my groceries at the Dollar Tree. And I'm perfectly happy with that because they have frozen vegetables and they have like sauerkraut and like canned mackerel for your, omega, whatever. So I live on a budget. So if y'all want to go on my website and sign up for $10 a month, I just told you what I'm going to do with my time if I can dedicate my time to that because I no longer have the income from Delta Airlines. That doesn't mean I'm not going to do DoorDash. Doesn't mean I'm not going to do Uber. Doesn't mean that I haven't asked my friends if I can clean their house for $100, like ceiling to floor. I am totally willing to like clean houses, do DoorDash, whatever I got to do to make ends meet. But the more people can contribute through my website, the more time I can sit my butt down and fight for America and do events and do Log Cabin Republicans and do videos and respond on social media, blah, blah, blah. So that is basically what I wanted to tell you guys. And of course, right now, because Delta fired me and I'm in kind of a media storm, you may have seen me on Newsmax or Right Side News, standing up for America through interviews and media and all of that takes time and effort and planning and coaching with friends who tell me how to get my message across effectively. It's pretty crazy. And I recently, Leola Kimbler, hello. Thrift stores are where it's at. Like secondhand, I'm all about it. But what I want to say is, like, for example, the Newsmax interview. Okay, I had to sit down, research, figure out what I was going to say, set up a background so that I got across the message of me and Lady Maga USA. Took about 3.5 hours that morning before that interview. So I pledge to try and get this cancel culture message out across every outlet that I possibly can. Does it take time to research those outlets? Of course. Does it take time to plan for your interviews? Yes. So right now, what I'm saying is, if you guys want to sign up for $10, I hate asking. Like, I literally hate this. But I never cared that I did all of this for free because I had a steady income through Delta Airlines. So if I want to continue, I got to hustle on the side and do things like DoorDash or whatever I'm going to do. But also, if you guys want to contribute $10 a month, it literally let me be your voice. I will go to the legislature. I will plan events. We've got like 4 big events coming up here in Utah, organized by me and the Patriots. And to have ample time to donate to that and to contribute to that movement, I can't be at a 9 to 5 all day and then only have 5 to 9 p.m. to work on this. So I'm really just wrestling with how do I continue my activism, because Delta was so great because I got to kind of make my own schedule and like fly for 5 days, get it all out of the way, and then I had plenty of free time. Well, that's changed. So, oh my gosh, Tracy, Preston, please message me. Tell me why you're boycotting Delta, because girl, we're going to share those stories, okay? See what I mean? Like that video that I'm planning with testimonials about why people are leaving Delta, it takes hours. It takes planning. So I pledge to do that. Also, if anybody wants to doubt, like, oh, we should not invest in Lady Maga USA, maybe he's just a grifter trying to make money off of the movement. Girl, I am coming up on almost 2 years of free activism for this country. A few Venmo donations here and there, but no, I've spent my own money, my own time, my own resources on doing this. I have a proven track record of fighting for this country, of showing up to the rallies. And quite frankly, there are a lot of Mormons here in Utah, and they claim to be conservative, but did they go to rallies? Did they do a podcast? Did they interview Border Patrol officers? Did they interview Mary Taylor, director of Pro-Life Utah? Did they go to the rallies? No, they don't. I am literally more of a staunch patriot, alpha male conservative than 90% of the men in this state. And Eric Mutzos, my hero, Utah Business Survival, he will back me up on that. So anyway, you guys, that's basically it. So if you've watched, I live in Pocatello, love Idaho. Let's see, Ashley, message me. I got people wanting to get you seen and on air, help you get your word out. Yeah, you guys, it's so overwhelming to know how to go forward. And that's one of the reasons I had a breakdown and I relapsed into old patterns of suicidality and depression and hopelessness because I felt so overwhelmed. But I woke up and realized, number one, I'm only one person. I cannot do everything by myself. I need help. That's why hopefully I will find an assistant. And if you donate $10 a month, that will help me give a humble stipend to an assistant who can help me get this message out. Because I'm not Tommy Lauren, I'm not Candace Owens, I'm not Ben Shapiro, I'm not, a lot of people who have like assistance and income. I just need one person to help me with the emails, to help me with responding to my messages across social media, to help me with the website details, to help me figure out how the hell to send out a newsletter without typing in every single email. Like, I'm not a technically, gifted person. I am a journalist. I know how to write. I know how to speak. I know how to make videos. But when it comes to all that technical stuff, it's exploded to a level where I can't handle it all on my own anymore. And I've realized through interviews and events and CPAC and all this stuff that Lady Maga USA is, she's very famous. She's more famous than I thought. So I believe that God wants me to use that notoriety and that fame to get the message out. And I'll tell you guys this right now. I literally don't care about being famous. I don't care about being rich. I want influence in this movement to defend my country so that me and my nieces and nephews have a beautiful future and the American dream stays alive. Like, being famous is like, it's so great to be famous and to have people who love you. Well, here's the reality. If you have a lot of people who know who you are and it's online, it's wonderful, it's a gift, but you can't personally feel those people unless you meet them face to face and you have a moment with them. So the idea of fame is very confusing to me, and that is not my goal. But with fame, with influence, with followers, with interviews, I can get out the message about cancel culture. I can show the world that gay people like me are filled with common sense and we love our country and we do not align with the radical LGBTQIA++ movement, and our voices need to be heard. So it's kind of like a catch-22. It's totally crazy. Jamie. Hello, Jamie. I love you. My beautiful, beautiful Jamie. Yes. The more famous you are, the more people who know about Lady Maga, the more ugliness comes out, the more insults. And it starts to mess with your brain. Like my hands, okay? Look, I am a man, okay? I have man hands. There are lots of veins in my hands, okay? So people will zoom in on your hands and make fun of your hands and try and crush your self-esteem. So that's a constant battle. Like, it's a risk to go out there in a Lady Maga USA look. And my last look at CPAC was my beautiful white dress that I got for $20 at a thrift store. Beautiful dress. I felt like it was a very nice look. What happens online? People are telling me my costume is cheap, I look like trash, all that kind of stuff. So the thing is, I can handle all of that. What I can't handle is this overwhelming feeling of not being able to manage everything I need to manage. But number one, I can do one or two or three very effective things every day. I will never give up. I will continue editing. I will continue networking. I will continue all of the things that I have to do. And I don't have to accomplish it all at once. So that's where all of you come in. Oh, Joshua, when Biden took over, I was so ready to kill myself. But because of you, I'm still here. Okay, I'm screenshotting that. How do you screenshot? Dang it. Is it this? Good, I got it. Okay, Joshua. How awful to know that you wanted to kill yourself. But girl, I totally 100% get it because I struggle with suicidality. Fortunately, I have coping mechanisms and I do not go there. It's just thoughts. You don't have to act on them. But honey, you just told me because of you, I'm still here. Well, Joshua, just know that I love you and I will fight for you. And we can't let them get into our head like that. Okay, we have to be joyful. We have to be positive. So, you guys, I just want you, Stefan, there you are. I love you. Stefan, RuPaul's Drag Race is not something I would ever want to participate in. They push a leftist narrative. They edit their comments. They edit the behind the scenes footage to push forward their narrative. To tell you the truth, I am too good for RuPaul's Drag Race. I will not subject myself to humiliation. I will not subject myself to being filmed at all times so that they can make you look weird or make fun of you. Like, no. My audience is not the drag audience. My audience is fellow patriots. So, RuPaul's Drag Race, like, that's not my dream. Before I became Lady Maga, I was like, oh, I'd love to be on that show. I auditioned and I thought, oh, that'd be so much fun, but that's not something that is on my radar. On my radar is Tucker Carlson or Laura Ingraham or Ben Shapiro or The Daily Wire or PragerU. Like, that is my dream because on those platforms, I know I'm going to reach people who will join me in an America First movement. And if I go on something like RuPaul's Drag Race or whatever, it would just be a sea of negativity and constantly battling. And I also pray every day, and I know that LGBT people out there are watching me. I get the most beautiful messages once I can sort through the 50 hate messages and find the good one. They say I'm a drag queen and I cannot speak out. I will not lose my career. I will not lose my friends, but you are my voice. Please never give up. Keep going. So, I know that by being Lady Maga USA, I'm not on RuPaul's Drag Race, but the LGBT community is watching. And hopefully they'll see you can still be fabulous. You can still be as gay as a picnic basket and love our country and join this movement, which is what President Donald Trump did for all of us. All of us were welcome. The MAGA movement was for everybody. So, Patty, prayer is the best medicine. Absolutely. I pray every day. Joshua, thank you so much. I'm trying to keep the fight. If you need some filming, I can help. Well, Joshua, I believe I didn't really want to go on live because I'm like, I'm a mess right now. I don't even know what I'm going to say to people because everything is so up in the air and I'm going into the unknown, into the unknown. Anyway, everything's up in the air. But Joshua, I believe that we're guided and we're connected and the universe puts us on each other's paths. And Joshua, I want you to message me, okay? I'm going to jump in my Facebook Lady Maga Messenger and there might be 20 messages of kill yourself, you're garbage, you're trash, how dare you, traitor, whatever. But I will look for your message and we will have a good exchange. So anyway, you guys, conclusion, you know I'm going to keep going. You know I'm going to keep fighting, but I cannot do it for free anymore because I no longer have a steady income from Delta Airlines that fired me for violating their social media policy, which I wouldn't go public unless I knew that I could defend every single thing they said about me. Because taking a picture with a gun is not illegal. And they opened their investigation on me on January 7th, the day after the Capitol riots. Like, it all comes together. It's so obvious what happened to me. And if I was fired by, for sick calls or something else, then I wouldn't go forward. I'd be like, oops, my bad. Sheriff from Clueless, my bad. No, it was not my bad. I was an ideal, professional, loving, outstanding flight attendant, and I loved it. And they had no reason to fire me. Absolutely no reason. So, Mark Twain, sue the F out of them. Thank you for saying F instead of the F word. We'll see what happens. There's a lot of avenues, and I'm in touch with legal people and figuring it out, but I can't afford it, so I have to find people who are willing to work with me, because I've raised some money on my GoFundMe and Venmo and stuff, but the amount I've raised would cover like 2.5 weeks of the legal fees it would take to fight Delta Airlines. So we're trying to figure it out. I'm definitely saving up and figuring out how best to use all my donations to fight for America, fight cancel culture, but it's complicated. But there's no super rush. I saw a comment from Gina. My twin sister is a gay conservative, and our gay friends legitimate can't comprehend this. They're so blinded with hate, and she's just living her best life with her conservative girlfriend. Keep up your work. You're more supported than you realize. Gina, I know that. Yeah, I have more support out there than I ever knew. And that is a major gift. Gina, tell your friend to message me through Lady Maga USA or admin, ADMIN, at ladymagausa.com. And if your friend and her girlfriend want to come on my podcast, I would love to share their story because they represent hundreds and hundreds of thousands of common sense gay Americans who love our country. Hello, Lori. Yes, Joshua, exactly. Let the haters have their way. And our job is to be funny, to be fabulous, to be happy, and outshine the hatred and just get them to see the light and join us because we are the happy side. We are the diverse side. Tracy, Delta had no reason to fire you. You have never brought them up. I only found out after it happened. Done with Delta. Exactly. Rule number 1, never combine your personal life with your professional life, which is why I literally deleted my personal Facebook and every single photo of me in uniform because I was like, I'm somewhat of a controversial conservative activist, and my career and my job at Delta is completely separate because this is America and I want to respect their boundaries and also exercise my First Amendment right to free speech. But even though I never even mentioned them, and I never in any way, shape, or form connected what I stand for politically with Delta Airlines, they still fired me, which is why we are going to fight. Mark, I'm a gay conservative and we have your back. Mark, yes, we are in this together. And Tina, Christina, I'd love to help out. I enjoy listening to you. Well, you guys know how you can help me. You can go to my website. You can sign up for that $10 a month. And I pledge to use any donations that I receive monthly to fight for America. And you can cancel your subscription if you don't feel that I am continuously fighting for your values and my values and our values as Americans. So Beth Joe, hello. You guys, I got to sign off because I have to go in my computer and answer all my emails and totally overwhelmed. But actually saying I'm overwhelmed is manifesting feeling overwhelmed. I'm not overwhelmed. I take it one step at a time, one email at a time, one text message at a time. And even if I have 800 text messages, if I'm answering them one at a time, I'm doing good, right? And that's why I need an assistant. So, Whitney, I wish you could pledge more than $10 a month. I don't know how to set that up. Again, that's an issue on my website. Don't know how to fix that. We got it for 10, and I just felt like 10 was the magic number for now. So, Crystal, the GoFundMe don't take a percentage. I don't think they take a lot, but they are one of the only avenues to do that fundraising. So again, I'm not perfect at this, but I know it's going. Connie, You are so joyful. I wish that the President Trump would know what you put on the line to support him. Hang in there, you will survive. I have a feeling I will meet Donald Trump eventually. If he knew who I am and what I've done and what I stand for and what I've been through, Donald Trump would love to just, give me a hug. It's going to happen. Pray for it. Okay, you guys. Whitney, if you want to donate to my Venmo, you can always donate to my Venmo. And every little bit helps, and I promise to keep fighting for you. And one of the reasons I want an assistant is so we can find out everybody who donated, so I can send you in the mail a thank you card and like a sticker, because I want that personal connection, like a physical connection. I don't want to just be like, oh, give me your money. You know what I'm saying? But that takes time. So anyway, John Eric Daniels, you're the last person who joined. You are too late. I am signing off, so just watch it once it's posted. I love all of you. God bless you. We're in this together, and I'm sorry for this random crazy video, but I love you.